Hey guys, it's me, DK3D Knight, for another episode of Evil Big Manager. I think that this will be the last episode of the set, but maybe not. We'll see. We're currently about to do something really bad to the Iron Bank if I moved everything in a good direction for this. So we definitely want to make those muskets. Ooh. Okay, well, do we need more coal for this? What are we missing? We are missing coal. Okay. So why don't... Oh, no, I want to buy coal, not sell coal. Sell all civilian goods, and that should be good. Alright, let's see what we can make for this war. Halberds and we'll build crossbows. Alright. Nope. So, boy. How much time, how many more turns do we have for this? 2 turns, okay. Next move. Alright, we're gonna have to go kind of heavy on this, I think. Wow, I think that's all our work. We're not gonna be able to do any much warring for a while. Oh, so barely. Oh my gosh. Okay, we hit the 3 million mark. We should win? The Iron Bank just lost $2 million worth of property. Nice. Okay. Alright. Next move. Oh. Fortunately, we weren't in position to take advantage of that. That would have made this an ultra short episode anyway. Oh, what's this? Event. The constant funds raising has constant industrial growth. The rapid development in the region has made it very attractive for investment. Therefore, your invested gold can be converted into production points for you. Choose all? Sell. Interesting. Yeah, that's what I thought. So we're gonna use our investment points to basically unscrew some of this economy going on. Yeah. Alright, something else we can do. We can start increasing the profits from the region, so let's do that. I don't know. We should probably start with the regions that make us the most amount of money. Oh, why we just thought to do differently. Purchase. Growth in industry. Invest. Growth in infrastructure. We'll just top everything off. Alright. Alright. Actually, we want to start stocking up on work again, I remember. Okay, let's do that. And we'll click that. We have a lot of fear going on, so I think it's time to grab some stuff from this fear. Iron, yes, please. Rubies, essential oils. Let's grab some wood. Is there any banks we can mess with? I'll mess up. Don't have quite enough fear to mess with the iron bank. So instead we'll mess with the Horsenic bank. Nice. Alright. Do anything with that. Alright. What investments we got going? Yes. And yes. Okay. Yeah, I'll take the coal and the gold. Scientist top 25. Okay. Oh, someone didn't pay us. Alright. Ooh. Okay. So the iron bank isn't going to do anything. Okay. I guess I can see how our work units are working. Let's make some crossbows, some halberd. Oh no, I always want to make muskets. Sell all. Good too. Yeah. Yeah. This is enough for me to win. Boom. Victory! Nice. Well, this wasn't expected. Actually, it was expected. I said I was going to win on this, this game. So, we'll go a little bit longer for the lulls, but this will be the last episode for this set, and then we'll start over at a maybe harder difficulty level, or we'll try something different. Nice, 50 grand per turn. Let's take poop. All right. By the way, the Federal Reserve victory is, I'll be honest with you, like, for example, this one actually, so the thing is, you literally have to research everything in this. You don't get to skip anything. Because this will require this, and this to be done. So anyway, yeah, this is a really long way to victory. It's not as easy as just buying 50% of the stock. Just numbing on Europe over there. Selling the market, Kashmir, you get an additional profit. Oh, nice. Should grab some of these. Go like that. All right. Okay, we actually need to sell some stuff to continue buying things. So we'll sell all our civilian goodies, and we will get back our money from that bad debt. And we will buy some nice property. Boop. Boop. By the way, just kind of look at what we're getting. This game separates resources by region. So, interesting enough, some of these property, if I was going to recommend on optimization, when you have all this little tiny property, sometimes it's good just to sell it out because it's not producing a lot of resources. Like 22 silver bars is not worth this slot. 11 sapphire is not worth this slot. And the idea would be you would want to sell this off and then maybe make a big investment in that region and try to consolidate all of that into a nice investment. That is a more logical thing to do. It doesn't always work out that way, but some of these little investments aren't actually worth it. And in fact here, this property is disabled because it's currently at war, so it doesn't produce anything. This is the one bad thing about war, is whatever region is contributing to that war, basically the workers are fighting and thus not producing things. So war is good and bad for business. And we can see that when it comes to watches, we're making lots of watches. So these bigger properties produce a lot more, and these little properties not so much. So something we could logically do is sell all these little investments and maybe sell some other resources as well, and then try to contribute it to a larger property. So some of our money production here, like this one here, makes apparently $22,000 per turn. It's been disabled because we're gone to... Oh no, this one isn't disabled. This one's disabled, but yeah. In fact, if you see, these two properties pretty much make up pretty much my entire profits from real estate. Some of these really... some of these lower end properties I could consider either trying to invest to get more out of it, or sell them off and try to contribute them to a much larger investment. That is, if you're going to be min-maxing and if that's something you care about. A lot of these farms are kind of disappointing. Farms do produce grain, but they, as I said, they only produce grain twice a year, which is essentially other things produce resources every turn. These produce resources for only half the turns a year. So you're getting 2 turns of good resource production and 2 turns of bad resource production, but that's okay. Grain can be worth a lot of money, and you can kind of sit there and hold on to it. I haven't. I've been bad, but I don't think I'm playing on a difficulty level that requires that level of min-maxing. Now, interesting thing about the property thing here, we can see our... Right. So we can see how much, where our resources are actually. It's a nice little thing, I like that. Someone attacking Tuscany. I don't even have to do anything. We ought to win that. We can definitely, though, make sure that Tuscany wins. Nice. Since it really wants me to do this mission, I'll go ahead and kind of show how that works. I'll actually do 2 things here. So let's seize that. Oh, that was nice. Boop, boop, boop. See if there's any good investments. Oh, yes. I kind of like these investments of just pure gold, because it just increases your passive income, which is always nice. You don't have... See, the thing is, with loans, yes, you create potential income out of that, but if they default, you have to spend resources to get that income back. So sometimes it's not worth it, really. If there's no property to seize, it's not really all that worth it to do that, to do loans for those particular reasons. The high risk ones, right? But here you're getting guaranteed money that's yours. Well, so what's interesting about Tuscany is that it was a one region country, and now, you know, it's not as big as some of these other countries. But boy, is it hefty. Part of Africa, Italy, parts of Europe. Alright, so now, how do we make a license for another bank, you might ask, to operate in a completely different region? I want to pick a region that we don't really have a lot of say in. How about this one? We'll go to Georgia. And we can hit open for 145 grand. Diplomacy. And now we should be able to not only essentially all that region is counted towards us being able to upgrade again, which is great. So that is definitely a way that you can upgrade quicker. Based on how much land something has determines how expensive it is to get into that region. Since we have millions of dollars, we could totally open a lot of banks everywhere, but not necessarily necessary. So we want to go to... Oh, you can be upgraded as well. We want to go to espionage. And by the way, this is something this is auto negotiation. It's really awesome. You basically say, anytime you can do this, do this. So there's different levels of influence gathering that you have access to. It costs influence. We actually have a lot of influence that I could just buff us really heavy with them, and then just have it auto-negotiate a meeting every time it's offered, so that we can just keep increasing our influence. Alright. Go ahead and see what investments that opened up. Okay, none right now. That's okay. Next turn we should be able to invest in that region. Excuse me. As you can see, there we go. We have a bunch of property up for investment in Georgia. Love it. Ooh. Yes, I want your iron, Georgia. Yes. Not here for your oil, we're here for your iron. Which I think should have gotten this going. So the game assumed for the quest thing that I didn't obtain a license. I actually managed to gather another license straight from research. Research is something they just added, so it wasn't part of the quest line originally. Invest 100k gold in any region. Oh, okay. I think I have, but okay. I think that quest is kind of broken at this point because invest 100k gold in any region. It says I'm at 22,000? Really? No, it's the same I'm at. Okay, it's obviously broken because I own like so many millions of dollars of worth of stuff. Alright, so let's go ahead and start buffing this. By the way, I was going to say, if you have any questions about this game, I'll try to answer them. I really like this game, to be honest. Before I decided to do a recording series, I did some experimentation to kind of get an understanding. And it made perfect sense. with that said, wow, the Iron Bank is absolutely rich. I guess it's time we start running some of these other banks out of business. Boop. Yeah, we'll loan you $1 million. Oh, the Iron... Well, I'm not going to try to give them money. That would just be silly. So they're trying to go to war with France? What? Oh my gosh. Okay, so the Iron Bank has investment in this region, which they have to power through. The Iron Bank is working on both sides, interesting enough. I have a funny idea. Let's go to capital. Can spend the competitor's bank activities for 10 turns in it. So, some of the other banks are now attempting to get into my goods. All right. Let's go ahead and make some things for this battle. Sell all. So, interesting enough, Iron Bank has invested $9 million in this? Huh. I don't understand how they're getting $9 million. They don't even own that much property in that region. Alright. Let's see. I think I've broken that. Just to kind of put things into perspective of that. I've invested 200,000 in this region. Yeah. 144,000 in that region. So I've already thrown that particular I've pretty much absorbed that entire region's ability to make money. In fact, I've exceeded the max investment in certain regions. That's like another 200,000. So, this quest is going to be bugged because I exceeded that so ridiculously. Alright, so let's sell here, sell all. There we go. Just making sure I'm invested. Yes, please. There we go. Okay. But, guys, this, I think, is going to be our victory for this. So, alright guys, well, I hope you all enjoyed this series. We won already very early into this episode. Just figured show... Oh, you know what? No. We're not going to... I'm going to do one more thing before... So, let's go Western U. Send agents... Go to... We're actually going to start a revolution to basically overthrow that government. Which gives us an automatic banking license in that region. We essentially overthrew their government. Which, yep, that's actually quite nice. So now we have, we've actually entered into an agreement with that region now since we overthrew that government. And I think we can do that some more. Shows us this one's going to be a little bit more expensive, but that's okay. Boom. All right. Which now gives us access to more potential investments. And so here we go, showing you how you can use revolutions, which can be kind of expensive, to overthrow the governments, giving you an automatic bank license. You can also use this to chop up countries into smaller countries. And I think your competitors have to buy another license. I don't know. I can't be for sure for that. But it is kind of hilarious. With that said, though, I think this is an appropriate ending spot. So, I'll see you next time on Dragon Ball Z. And this has been DK3D with Evil Bank Manager. I hope you all enjoyed the series. And, we might do another run of this again. But till then, I would like to jokingly say, hey, we did it in 5 episodes? Yay! Alright guys, you take care.